Good evening and welcome to Cafe Lena. Thanks for watching this live stream production from Saratoga Springs, New York. These live streams are made possible by the generous support of the Sarah B. Folk Charitable Fund and by our community of subscribers. Special thanks to our Virtuoso level subscribers and lifetime Cafe Lena members. By buying a ticket for this performance, you're supporting independent music and the mission of our historic nonprofit venue. Enjoy your front row seats for this show, live from Cafe Lena.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Good evening and welcome to Cafe Lena. Yeah, thanks for coming out tonight, guys. Thanks for showing on up. Now, tonight's performers are dear friends of the cafe. Known for her golden tongue, her innovative lyrics, and her captivating songs. You guys can't start laughing when I'm saying nice things. You guys, I thought you guys were here because I liked tonight's. Whatever. What? No? Okay, I'm gonna. We good? We good to go? Everybody composed? Okay. Now you got me. Eliza Gilkyson, everybody. She is a dear friend of the cafe. She's someone that hasn't been here in a minute, but we are so happy to have her back. She puts herself into her songs, and that's what makes them captivating, and that's what makes them real, and that's what makes you guys come on out tonight. She's not alone on stage, though. She's joined by her dear friend, Jim Henry. Jim Henry, in his own right, is an instrumental wizard. Yeah, he's somebody who knows not only how to play in a song, but how to complement a song. And so tonight, these two titans have joined forces and are going to give you a really good show. All the way from New Mexico, we have Eliza Gilkyson. All the way from Massachusetts, we have Jim Henry. And ladies and gentlemen, Eliza Gilkyson and Jim Henry.
Not the switcher.
You don't see any signal? No. Oh, hell. We had it.
It was.
Sounding so good. Are you sure it's on the right? It's not the... Yeah, everything's on. Okay, I'm going to... hang on, I'm just going to do this instead. I love an intro that I can follow. Such a divine fashion. Okay, so no, you don't have a signal on the other input either? Everything is plugged in as it should be. So that's both of them. I mean, we just had it, Jim Henry.
I understand.
Okay, we're going to take a second and troubleshoot this. All right. Well, talk quietly amongst yourselves. I'm going to say that maybe the pickup rolled around in there.
If both aren't working,
Yeah, they're both not working.
something amiss here probably.
Let's see if I have tuner.
That's a good idea.
So here's tuner.
Yep, so it's
Okay, so
getting in.
it's getting in, so that means it's not this guy. So then, okay, so I'm going to check all the patches.
You're not plugged in. It's not the switcher.
This one. I think it's fine. The knob is good. No, okay. So it can't be the pickup of the battery. Okay.
Right, not if it's get to the tuner.
Do you want to put both channels up, and I'm going to go A/B back and forth? But usually one of the channels is working, and the tuner is working, so it's not internal. So it's got to be right here, or else anything on your end.
I'm not seeing either of your channels, but everything's turned on.
Phantom is on.
Yeah, Phantom's on.
Yeah, go right into the. That's working.
Hearing something now.
Nothing. Oh, tuner, hit the tuner. Okay.
Yeah. All right, we're just going to bypass everything. Yeah. Sometimes you not. Once in a blue moon, it all comes together. Everything turns out right. Everyone's in tune. All's right with the weather. Day settles in tonight, and the nice towns turn the lights down, and the night sounds are beautiful on a blue moon night, when it's still alright for one more blue Thank you so much. It's just so great to be back here on like a blue moon night when everything is okay. You know, these days you don't know how many nights there will be like that where everything's okay, but this night is one of them. Thank you so much for being here. It's been maybe 8 or 9 years, I think, since I was last here. God, can you believe that? 7, 8, 9? I don't know, but I've put out 5 records since I was last here, and so I'm gonna try and introduce you to some new songs, and then we're gonna take a short break. And I have a request list back there. No purchase necessary, but there's a list by the CDs. And you can write down what you want to hear. And we'll do the whole second set will be mostly a request. So if there's stuff you want to hear, you can stump the band. And speaking of stumping the band, this amazing person who I've also not played with for 7 years, and this is like my 7th year. Good luck for us. I'm already just enjoying his playing so much on that last song. Jim Henry. So I moved from Austin, Texas, since I last saw you. I moved from Austin, Texas during the pandemic to, we had this funky old adobe house that we bought in Taos, New Mexico. And as you can imagine, with Greg Abbott as our governor and just how awful Texas was during the pandemic, just if all the worst attributes of human nature were there for everyone to witness. And so my husband and I, we had this funky house, and we just thought, well, let's just go up there, because they only had like 40 cases in all of Taos County. You know, it was like, and we got up there, and it was suddenly it was as if the pandemic wasn't there anymore. So it was a real experience for me to go back to this, my favorite place in the world. And I had bought the house hoping someday I'd retire there, but suddenly we were living there again, and I was just every day just absolutely taken with the mountains and with that town, and all these memories I had of growing up in the West, and all these adventures I had in Colorado, Wyoming. So I made a record, and it's called Songs from the River Wind, and it was all just my love of the West, stories about people and characters that I'd known throughout the Old West. And this is one of the songs that I put on the record. It's from Buffalo, New York, but it turned into a cowboy song somehow. And cowboys, it could kind of been a cowboy song for years, but it's actually about Buffalo, New York, I found out. So, womp, womp. But it was several songs I did this to. I took them and made them from a woman's point of view, because a lot of those Western songs those cowboy songs are all from a man's point of view. So I thought, well, it would be kind of fun to make it about a woman too. So this is that. I pulled out a Cheyenne with steam in my kettle and my dancing shoes. Pedal to the metal, gotta get to Washakie before the sun settles. So I danced by the light of the moon. Buffalo gals and pony boys get to congregating down in Old Du Bois. Cowboys coming out to make some noise at the Wind River Rendezvous. I danced with a guy with a hole in his sock, and his heels kept rocking, knees kept knocking. Tomorrow morning better do some talking, 'cause we danced by the light of the moon. Buffalo gals, won't you come out tonight? Come out tonight, come out tonight. Buffalo gals, won't you come out tonight and dance by the light of the moon? I danced with a guy whose spurs were jingling and the sparks were flying, elbows flinging. Tomorrow morning's head'll still be ringing, 'cause we danced by the light of the moon. Buffalo gals, won't you come out tonight? Come out tonight, come out tonight. Buffalo gals, won't you come out tonight and dance by the light of the moon? And dance by the light of the moon. And dance by the light of the moon. Thank you. I was very proud of that Songs from the River Wind. Not one political song on there, which is like for me in the last 10 years, I've not done that. I wasn't sure I could write 10 songs. That... Is this done in? It's open. Is it?
Yes.
It's like this.
Yeah.
Okay, so not over the capo.
No capo.
Okay, thank you. You see, he hasn't played these songs ever, and I'm asking him what key they're in. So this song actually has a story that goes with it, because I had written all the songs for this record after Songs from the River Wind. It was called Home, which was really kind of a continuation of just coming back to New Mexico and finding my heart's home and really just digging in for it. And it was such a thrill and unexpected for me to just fall in love with my home place so perfectly and deeply. And so I had written all these songs for the Home record, and I was missing one. I knew I wanted one more song. Something, some kind of element was missing. And so I couldn't think of a thing. I was bone dry. And so sometimes I go back into my old songbooks. My songbooks actually go back to 1968. Yeah, they're really terrible songs, but in 1968, they were all about, just angst, totally angst-ridden, teen songs. And but I went through all these songbooks. I have boxes of them, and in the old days, I used to date them by hand and everything. And I came across one from 1981 that I remembered writing it, and that the idea was good, and the opening line was really setting it up, but the melody sucked, and I could see why I had set it aside, because it just wasn't. It was not happening. But I think I had set it aside for my older self, because this was not a song that my younger self could possibly understand or write. But the idea came and sent it for myself all those years later. And so I grabbed this thing, and it poured out of me. And at a certain point, I realized this has got to be a duet with somebody. It feels like it needs someone to sing it with me. And so I was casting about for who would be the perfect voice, and then I thought, the voice I would like, it has to have some miles on its tires. It can't be a, young, happening, up and coming singer songwriter guy. It's got to be, it's got to be some older guy. And I thought the perfect voice would be Robert Earl Keen. And I had done some shows with him even during the pandemic. We'd done some song swaps together, and we got along well. And I thought, well, I know him enough I feel okay about asking him, so I sent him an email, and I didn't hear back from him. And I said, hi, Robert, Eliza, I got this song. Were you interested in singing, blah, blah, blah. And then I didn't hear back from him, and I thought, well, that's how he says not interested. He just doesn't respond. And so then I told a friend of mine, yeah, I sent this song to him, but no answer. And she's like, here's his phone number, just text him. So I texted him and instantly heard back, yeah, Eliza, send me a song, I can't wait to do it. So that was cool. So then he was in Bandera, Texas. I was recording in Alamosa, Colorado, and it was it was not an easy song, because he was going to have to change the melody for his vocal range, and so that was not going to be easy. And so we had to. There was no way he was going to be able to do it without some guidance. So my producer just happened to be down in Austin, and a friend of mine opened his studio, and Robert Earl drove 2 hours from Bandera, and they all got in the studio, and they put his vocal down. I didn't get to be there, but my producer tells me that at one point Robert Earl turned to him and he said, well, I'm no Robert Goulet. And I was like, of all the people to say you're not like, I was like, and it was also why he was the perfect guy for the song, because nobody from any younger generation is going to know who Robert Goulet was. He was sort of a grade B, he was even from my generation, he was sort of like on the way out. And but he was, handsome and in a Rock Hudson kind of way. But anyway, we laughed about that. But then he went ahead and put on this beautiful vocal. And tonight, Jim Henry's going to sing the Robert Earl Keen part.